Well, full-time at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2. Arsenal have drawn a lot of games this season. Very few of them have been quite like that. It was exhilarating, it was exciting, and to be honest, you came away very proud of the team, very proud of the performance. It didn't feel like that halfway through the first half when Arsenal had a man sent off, conceded a penalty, and fell behind, and you feared then the game was up, that it was game over, that it was not really going to be a contest. Arsenal made it a contest, and for that I think the players have to take enormous credit. You know, they have really responded to what Mikel Arteta's tried to introduce, and the level of organisation, the level of commitment they showed tonight was really fantastic. And, you know, as a fan, that's what you want to see from your team. It didn't start in the best of fashion. I think Chelsea, they made a very clear decision, didn't they, to press David Luiz and not press Shkodran Mustafi and kind of almost wait for his mistake. And it did come eventually, a needless concession of possession, not under a huge amount of pressure, with a bad back pass. Abraham went through, went round Leno, and Luiz brings him down. Now look, watching it back, I'm sure many of you thought the same as me. Why has he made the foul? He doesn't need to. Just let the player score and we'll keep 11 men. That would be better. Well, we know David Luiz is an emotional guy. We know he's someone who gets emotionally involved in games. I think even players who don't would find it difficult to not make that intervention, to not make that foul in those circumstances. So, a certain amount of sympathy with him. A certain amount of sympathy even, I guess, with Shkodran Mustafi, just in that this isn't new. We know he makes these terrible errors. He's got them in his game. He's shown that time and time again. I think, you know, Mikel Arteta's going to have to think very carefully before picking him again, because so many managers now, you know, Ljungberg, Emery, Wenger have tried to give Mustafi a chance, and every time he gets a chance he shows what we already know, that he's not good enough for this level and that he's not right for this club, really. And I don't say that in a vindictive or a mean way, but clearly it's time for a parting of the ways there, although quite who would buy him in this transfer window, I don't know. Anyway, I was encouraged by the way Arsenal responded to going down to 10 men, and actually a really pivotal thing happened in that first half, which is that Mikel Arteta was preparing a substitute. He was looking to bring on Rob Holding, it seemed, and it was actually going to be Gabriel Martinelli who came off. And as we now know, he didn't make that sub because Arsenal settled a little bit. Granit Xhaka looked relatively secure at centre-half, and consequently Martinelli stayed on the pitch. Now, how important that would prove to be. In the second half, a sensational goal from Martinelli. His 10th of the season, the first teenager to reach double figures in terms of goals as an Arsenal player since Nicolas Anelka, which I think tells you a little bit about his quality. I don't think you can underestimate what a fantastic goal it is. Yes, he gets some luck with Rudiger slipping, but to have the composure, to have the fitness, to have the state of mind to finish that after sprinting almost the entire full length of the pitch tells you everything you need to know about Martinelli. And it's not the first time we've seen him do that. I think it was in pre-season. He made a similar run in one of the first games. It might have been in America, where he ran the whole length of the pitch and showed great composure at the end of it. I'm running out of superlatives for this guy. What he's doing at 18 years old is fantastic. For all our criticism of our summer business, he is unequivocally a great signing, and one who is making a tremendous impact in the Premier League. To get back to 1-1 was fantastic, and you felt like Arsenal were kind of holding on at that point. Chelsea did manage to turn the pressure up and eventually got the goal. Xhaka was brilliant all night. I think this was an important night in his kind of potential redemption as an Arsenal player, but he did play Azpilicueta on side to score the equalizer, and you thought, well, that's it. It was a fairly brave effort. Arsenal, though, did not give up. They kept going, and Hector Bellerin, starting back from injury as captain, scores with his left foot from the corner of the penalty area, celebrates by kissing the turf. A fantastic moment, and I certainly haven't celebrated an Arsenal goal like that this season. I've not celebrated an Arsenal draw in this fashion this season. Like I say, really proud of my team, really proud of the performance, so proud of the left-hand side, particularly Martinelli and Saka, two teenagers, one an academy product, who were just fantastic. Both made really big contributions for the second game in succession. I thought Lacazette worked hard. Pepe worked as hard as I've seen. Mustafi, I mean, terrible, but he did at least recover from that mistake and stayed on the pitch and did all right. Leno made a couple of important stops. I thought Guendouzi had a good impact when he came on. Look, Arsenal probably needed to win this game in order to sort of, close the gap on Chelsea, but you can't help but feel they'll come away from that draw strengthened, invigorated, with belief in themselves, belief in the coach, and belief in what he's trying to do. So, look, I would have absolutely taken a draw beforehand, I think, and I definitely would have taken it at the point where David Luiz went off. So, yeah, credit to the players. The fans who were there today have put up with a lot this season, and particularly on the road, but they enjoyed that tonight, I'm sure, and it's well deserved and well overdue. I'm going to leave this there. Speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.